the earth, and we will learn about the solar system, that is a family of the sun. So let's start with the lesson. So when you see the sky in the night, you feel wonderful. Why you feel wonderful? Because you see many tiny shining object, and it looks so beautiful, like you feel like the sky is turned with a diamonds, and it appear to be a twinkling. But when you see very carefully, what you saw, some are twinkling very much and some are not twinkling so much. So what happened, along with these bright objects, you may also see moon on the most of the days. It is may however appear at different times. You see the shape of the moon is keep on changing as its position. So you can see sometime you see full moon and sometime you see no moon. Now what is actually full moon? Full moon is your Purnima. Even your mother also do fast on this Purnima. So full moon is what? Full moon is your Purnima. And what is new moon? When you don't see any moon, that is called your Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the sky best, provided it the clear night. Now, do you wonder why can't we see the moon all those days, tiny object during the day? Now you will wonder, like, why we are not able to see these stars and this moon in the daytime. The reason is that the light of the sun is so much so shiny that you are not able to see the stars and the moon as they are in the daytime also. But because of the light of the sun, sun does not allow to see all these bright object of the night sky. So again I'm telling what is full moon, that is called your Purnima. At that day you see the moon full, and in the new moon you don't see any moon, that is called your Amavasya. Apart from this, we are having the celestial bodies also. Now you will think, what is actually celestial bodies? The shiny object in the night sky. The sun, as you know, sun have its own light. The moon have take the light from the sun. So the sun, the moon, and all these those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Like sun, there are many other stars also, but you are not able to see. You are not able to feel their heat and light. The reason is that they are very very far away from us. So like the sun, we are having many stars, but they are very far away from us. That's why we are not able to feel their heat and light. So some celestial bodies are very big and hot, and they are made up of gases, as sun is also made up of gases, and it is also very big and hot, but they have their own heat and light which they emit in the large amount. So these celestial bodies are called stars. Sun is also a star, and there are many stars are also there, but you can't feel them. You can't feel their heat and light because they are so tiny and they are very far from us. Now after this, we will learn about constellation. What is actually constellation? Now you must notice that all the object look smaller when like suppose when you are have any flight on aeroplane, and when the aeroplane is on very very great height, you will see see the all the objects we will see very small. So while watching the night sky, you may notice the various patterns. So you can do today also with the help of your neighbor, or you with the help of your elder person in your house. You can see these pattern in the sky in the night. So these pattern of the group of stars, like the pattern formed by the group of stars, these are called constellation. Ursa Major and the Big Bear is one of the constellation, and we are having Saptarishi also. It is a group of 7 stars. Now you can see this girl is watching the stars, and you can see this is a pattern formed by the star, and you can see this is a star. Now you will see this is North Star, and you also see this Dhruv Tara, that is also called pole star. Clear? Now she is seeing the pattern of the star, and she is looking at the North Star, that is called the pole star. Now in the earlier times, do you know that it helped in during the determining the direction during the night time? Means in the during the night, it helped, the stars help the people in the ancient time to know the direction. It indicate the north direction. It is also called pole star. It remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. You can see You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the group of star, and you can see it is like this is the north star, that is called the pole star. So you can, what you can do, it remain in the same position, and we can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarishi. I think it is clear to everyone. Now the next is your planet. As you know, some celestial body do not have their heat and light. They lit by the light of the stars. Like such bodies are called planet. Like Earth is also a planet, and we are getting the heat and light from the sun. So planet comes from the Greek word the planetia, which means the wanderers. The Earth on which we live is a planet. You know, Earth is a planet where life is possible, where you can live easily, and it is also called a unique planet that I will discuss in the next page. So it get all the heat and light from the sun, which is our the nearest star. If we look at the Earth from the great distance, says moon, it will appear to be shining just as a moon. So it is the same, shining like a moon. The moon that we see in the sky is, you know, the natural satellite is our moon, and we having the artificial satellites also, but moon is our natural satellite. So now the Jupiter, Saturn and the Uranus have the ring around them. These are the belt of the Tiberas. These rings may be seen from the Earth with the help of the powerful telescope. So now we will study about the solar system. What is actually solar system? Solar system contains the sun, 8 planets, satellites, and some other celestial bodies called the asteroids and the meteoroids. So you can learn this also. Now we will go through, we'll learn about the solar system. I'm showing you the picture of the solar system. That is the family. You can see the head of the family is your sun. This is sun, this is Mercury, this is Mars, this is Earth, this is Venus. So this is, and it have a pull that with this whole solar system. So, and you can also see this asteroid belt is there between the Mars and the Jupiter. So you can learn this. So tomorrow I will ask this. Now the sun, we will learn about the sun. What is actually the sun is in the center of the solar system. It is having the huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides pulling force that build the solar system, and it is the ultimate source of energy. It gives heat and light to the earth also, you know, and the sun is 150 million kilometer away from the earth. So you can underline this also. The sun is about 150 million kilometer away from the earth. So now next is your planet. We are having the 8 planets, and you can learn these planets by this word, simple sentence. My very efficient mother just served us nut. So these are the planet, and you know Venus is called the twin planet because it is because its size and the shape are very similar to the Earth. Clear? So many words in the languages, like you can see, you have word this geology, geometry, and geode. Study of Earth, measurement of Earth, resembling in shape, form of Earth. So geo plus logy plus metry plus ode. So that is a study of Earth, that is a measurement of Earth, and it is resembling the shape of form of the Earth. Now, when you see the sky, you get very fascinated about learning about it. So Aryabhat was a famous astronomer of the ancient India. He said that the moon and the planet shining due to the reflected light. So as you know, universe is so vast. So people are exploring it because every time we are learning new things about the universe. So Earth is the third nearest planet to the sun. In size, it is fifth largest planet. You can underline this. The Earth is a third nearest planet to the sun, and in the size, it is the fifth largest planet. It's slightly flattened at the pole. That's why its shape is described as geode. You know, means Earth-like shape. Now we will learn about why the life is possible on the Earth and why the Earth is called a unique planet. Let me tell you why the Earth is called a unique planet. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Means we are the temperature on the earth is suitable for the life, and it has water also, it have gravitational pull also, it has air also, and the most important life supporting gas is oxygen. Because of these reasons, the earth is a unique planet. Let me tell you again why the life is possible on the earth. Because the temperature on the earth is suitable for the life, and we're having the water, we are having the life supporting gas oxygen, we're having the gravitational pull, and we're having the atmosphere, and that's why the earth, it makes the earth a suitable planet to live. And you know that the earth appears blue because if you from see from the outer space, it looks blue. It is covered by the water, it is therefore called a blue planet. Now come to the moon. Now Neil Armstrong was the first man who stepped on the moon on 20th July 1969. So moon is called your artificial, moon is called your natural satellite, and we are having the artificial satellite also. So moon is your natural satellite, the satellite, and we are having the human made satellite also. It is called artificial. It is designed by the scientists and gather the information about the universe and communication, like weather forecast information you are getting from the these satellites only. But the moon is the your natural satellite. The moon moves around the earth in about 27 days. It take exactly the same time to complete one spin. As a result, one side of the moon is visible to us, but on moon the life is not favorable for the life. The reason is that it has the mountain, it has the plain and the depression on its, and even you can see surface that is where uneven surface is there, so the life is not possible there. So now we will come to the end of this lesson. Now next topic is your asteroids. It is a part from the stars, planet and satellite. There are numerous tiny, very small bodies which also move around the sun, that moves around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They found between, I have shown you in the diagram also of solar system, in the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. Underline this, they found in the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. So scientists are of like they also see they viewed that the part of the planet is explored many years back. So these are uh, now meteoroids, a small piece of rock which move around the sun, are called meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come near the earth and tend to drop on during this process of friction with the air. It get heated and burn up. Even you can see in the night also, you will see some flashlight is coming. This is because of the burning of the meteoroids only. Now let me tell you, our solar system is a part of this galaxy. Which part of galaxy? Milky Way, that we call Akash Ganga. Now, what is galaxy? Galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. These billions of such galaxies that makes the universe. Let me tell you again, Milky Way. Milky Way is what? Our solar system is in the Milky Way, the galaxy that we also call Akash Ganga. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars. See, what is actually galaxy? Is huge, means very large. A system of billions of stars in cloud of dust and gas, and these completely make, these galaxies make the universe. It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find more and more about it. We are not certain about the size. We know that all of us, I belong to this universe. So universe is endless. You can explore it. And when you see the night sky, you feel wondered about the universe. So there are many things are hidden in the universe that still the scientists are doing the search. So go through the lesson and just read it thoroughly, and underline all the important terms I have told you, whether celestial bodies is there, constellation is there, galaxies is there, universe is there. Just learn it thoroughly. Tomorrow I will ask the question. Now one by one you can leave the meeting. Thank you. Have a nice day.